video on just putting it on there. I think this is really cool. And he don't have a problem let me video on doing it, so.
All your switches.
Uh-huh.
Most of the time the trucks will tell you for the decks.
Okay.
So your 3 color switches are normally these.
The top decks?
And then your 2 color switches are normally the bottom.
Okay, cool.
For this particular setup. Now,
Okay.
there's also quick loaders that don't have these rails.
Uh-huh.
It's just straight open.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to load. That's what the industry is starting to go to.
Okay. Now he's hitting that lever right there. And he's bringing it up.
I do it just enough so that I can get the straps
Okay.
on there, so then I go back. I start strapping.
Now I see the straps go around the tires.
Yep. All straps go around the tires.
Gotcha.
Older trucks, we call them chain trucks.
Uh-huh.
They hook to the actual frame with chains.
Okay.
At that point, you know the car ain't going nowhere for sure.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me do this, man. I'm learning something myself today.
Yeah, it's not bad. Pays really well. So, some company drivers can make 60 a year. Some company drivers can make 120.
Yeah, I heard y'all get paid good money. I follow this other girl on YouTube that does this.
Yeah.
And then I'm also an instructor here in Charlotte at a trucking school.
Oh, I did that. I couldn't do that again though.
You couldn't do it again?
No.
It's my passion. I love it. I love
I only
it.
say that because I did it for like a year and a half. It
Uh-huh.
wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But then it started becoming a big language barrier, so they would have a lot of people in class that were from different countries.
Yeah.
Nothing against anybody from different countries. I think it's awesome. To,
Right.
come over here and get the experience.
Right.
But when it comes to teaching somebody how to drive and they don't really understand stop, go, brakes, that becomes a safety issue.
It does. It
When you're
does.
going down the road in a 60, 70,000 pound truck.
It does.
Also, making turns and stuff that we need to go wide.
Right. It does. You right.
Sometimes they don't understand that, and they start cutting the wheel at the beginning of the curve, like they're in a car, and there goes a light pole, telephone pole, possibly your job.
Correct. Yeah, you're right. You absolutely right about that.
I did it. It wasn't bad. I did it for a year. Got my experience training other people how to drive. So.
Where you out of?
Huh?
Where you out of?
Maryland.
Maryland. Okay.
Yeah, we typically do stuff out of Maryland.
Yeah.
Down to Carolinas, Kentucky, Ohio.
Okay.
Sometimes Tennessee.
Nice.
And then we'll go from there to Alabama.
Nice.
And then we pick up the big boy Mercedes, GLEs, the AMGs.
Nice. Nice.
We also do the big vans.
Yeah.
Mercedes Sprinter.
Oh, y'all do the vans and everything on this, huh?
We do Mercedes vans. That can be tricky. With these, because the rails, the vans are really wide, so you got to be really pay attention when you go in between the rails with your mirrors,
Okay.
so you don't take a mirror off.
Yeah.
Last thing you want is damage.
Yeah, car hauling is something I've been thinking about getting into because I've done reefer, flatbed, dry van. Only thing I haven't done was car hauling or tankers.
Yeah, I did.
I got my triples and doubles, but
Yeah, I got that. Never did that.
I never did it either, but I got it.
Passenger, never really drove a passenger vehicle. So I went to a truck driving school years ago,
Uh-huh.
and so they pretty much paid for everything.
Uh-huh.
So I went ahead and got everything. So I got passenger, doubles, triples, tankers.
Yeah.
I got all the endorsements. Now I did do tankers for like 2 months. Then I realized real quick
That one what
that
you
ain't
wanted?
for me. You basically gotta learn how to drive all over again.
Yeah.
So I was like, thanks, but no thanks.
I know that's right. So yeah, guys, he just let me follow along with him, tag along, see how he does things. Real cool guy. Real cool guy.
That way that strap doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, nice. That's a little trick right there.
And I do that because this deck in particular slides out.
Ah.
So if I hook this strap to itself
Okay.
and you forget,
So that deck will slide out.
that deck out and you'll pop the strap.
Okay. Okay.
You end up snapping it in half. Because the hydraulics will try to push the deck out,
Yeah.
but these are up top connected,
Yeah.
so then it'll stretch it and
Yeah.
whoop, you'll pop it. If you don't remember.
So it's like a little trick, like a
I
little.
always hook them here so when I go to load, I know the top take these off,
Yeah.
and then the deck will slide out.
Gotcha.
And you don't
Gotcha.
have any problem.
Gotcha.
This is the main tool, is the crank bar. Definitely need that.
All right. I'm coming back over that way. If y'all got any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. I always answer y'all. Oh yeah, So it's kind of like flatbed a little bit.
Yeah, so sort of.
Sort of,
like
yeah.
The biggest thing is knowing where and where you can't put cars. Stacking cars, pickup trucks. It starts to get complicated, so
Like a weight distribution.
that's the other thing too. So like having a car sit forward, when you think about it, the heaviest part of the car is the front,
Yeah.
or where the engine is. So you're throwing that weight
Gotcha.
forward. So you want, depending on the load you get with the cars, you throw it forward, you put more on your drives. If you only got 2 cars on your tractor.
So like you wouldn't put 2 pickup trucks up there. You would space them out, right?
You can,
Oh, you can.
depending on the type of truck you got.
Okay.
You can put a pickup truck over your hood.
Okay.
We call it over the hood. And then you can put a pickup truck on your number 2. We call it the number 2,
The number 2 deck.
which is up top.
Okay.
You can put one there and then drop it down low.
Ah.
Because then you got to worry about height. Remember, 13.6.
Yeah, 13.6. Ah.
So that's when it starts to get
A little tricky.
complicated. Is when you get your load and you're like, all right, I got X amount of cars. How am I going to make this fit?
Yeah.
Not only that, I got X amount of cars, 3 stops.
Right.
Do I want to rip the truck apart, move 5 cars to get to 1 and have to reload 2?
Gotcha.
Or load the cars here so I can unload them, get them out the way, and I don't have to touch
Gotcha.
the other cars.
Gotcha.
So it starts to get tricky and complicated.
Gotcha.
So once you do it for a while,
Uh-huh.
it's like second nature, man. It's like riding a bike.
Okay.
So
Bringing that deck in.
it takes a while to really learn like certain loads, because you're not always gonna have the same load every single time.
Okay.
So what I'm doing now, I'm just sliding this deck back. To give me
Slide that
space
deck back.
to strap this one down.
Okay. Yeah, there's this girl on YouTube I watched named Ayana. She was telling me about these pins right here because I didn't know these deck came with pins. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She was
So
like,
some of them, like I said, the quick loaders, they don't have this rail system. The deck is flat open like an upside down V,
uh-huh.
and you load them up, and then there's a pin that goes in the center deck. You have a back one like this arm goes up, and then you got one in the front. So really, that whole trailer is held up by three rails on each side.
Okay.
And it goes up and down. You can turn it into an upside down V or whatever, and you got one pin that goes in there, and then you got these slides, which I'm about to put on here now. Also, these you got holes. Normally, it's like every 10 holes.
Uh-huh.
So when you set in your pins, you know, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Right.
So when I go on the other side, I can use this marker and go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where that bottom pin is sitting.
Gotcha.
So it'll be even. So you're not going down the road and your load is
Gotcha. Lows crooked or
not crooked
shifted or whatnot.
or misplaced. Yeah.
Okay.
Pins are important because you know after a while the hydraulics settle
Uh-huh.
and your load will be sitting down on the ground. So
Whew.
you don't want to do that. So I always count. So it's like 9 holes. So I go on this side and make sure I got the same thing.
Okay.
I set the pins.
Nice.
Just like the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4 hole.
Nice.
Boom. Now I can go back to the other side of the truck, drop it all down flat. It ain't gonna go nowhere.
Okay.
It'll sit there a week. Man, you ain't gonna be on there for a week.
Right.
Now try to keep it level.
Uh-huh.
Just to me, 10 miles.
All right.
I don't think it really makes a big difference. And this one I'm just gonna drop down so I can reach the tires. Same concept, scratch over the tires.
Nice.
It's not as dirty as car hauling, but I mean, as dirty as flatbedding, but it can be. Like I said, I did flatbed. I didn't mind it.
Which one you like better, flatbed or car hauling?
Car hauling.
Car hauling.
I don't like tarping.
Now, oh, I got you. Yeah. I work for a company out of Spokane, Washington, and I swear every load they gave me was a tarp load. Lord, man.
Yeah, I started with TMC. I got into flatbed. TMC's not a bad company. I don't know how they are now. They're employee only.
I hear a lot of good things. We got a lot of the recruiters that come to the school that I work at.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have a lease program or something that's going on now, but I'm not I ain't trying to back down that route.
I know that's
I did a lease and it was a nightmare. But again, not everybody has the same experience. Some people are very successful with lease programs.
yeah. I try to tell a lot of people if they're gonna do the lease thing, go to a bank or a third party. They're gonna let you pay every month instead of every week.
Well, I say just save up the money.
Or yeah, that
Go
too.
buy a truck.
Right.
All you need is a certain percentage down, and then you're dealing straight with either that truck company or the bank. You're not dealing with a company that pretty much has the control.
Gotcha.
It's released for a company. It's still their truck until you pay for it.
Right. That's
So
right.
that's it. Throw the straps on, tighten them down.
All right.
I like to get the hooks as close to the tires as I can, but not so close that if I get to where I'm going, I can't get the hook off.
Correct.
Because they could come loose, and if you got it like way out here, just think about it. That's a lot of space.
That is
Even
a
though
lot
it's
of space.
tight, that's a lot of space, vibration. It can wiggle off.
So
and
you
then-
will put it like right up here
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'll put it like right there.
Okay.
Now you could put it here. Cars do tend to move just a little bit, so if it did, you know, the tire got a little too close for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Normally they don't move that much, but if they were to, then you'd be struggling getting this off. But it's not a big deal.
Got it.
You could just pop the strap, leave this, back off, and then take the strap off, put it away when you're done, or however you do. Because every
Gotcha.
car hauler, you know, has their own method
Right.
to how they do things. So, you know, not one person's way is the way to do it.
Yeah, not there's man, we all
There is a safe way, always, no
Uh-huh.
matter what. But how you want to go by doing it, that's your choice. How you feel like doing it, so. My way may be good for some people, may not work.
Yeah.
Just like flatbed, everybody has their way of throwing straps,
Right.
placement,
Right.
of straps. No matter what, I mean, you know, legally the load has to be strapped here, here, here. You know what I mean? Based on the weight and how much securement you need, but where you put them is, you know, that's up to you and how you do it.
Man, I did flatbed for 5.5 months and I said no moss.
That's it.
I'm tired, man. I got tired of throwing them tarps.
Yeah.
And I did it in the wintertime too.
Did that shit for like 4
Man.
years.
This was 2017.
2017?
Yep, it was the end of 2016, beginning of 2017.
What are you doing now?
Now I'm just teaching.
Oh, at the school.
I'm just teaching at the school.
I got you.
And then I make these YouTube videos and I show them to my class, you know, and I like teaching. I like training. I like training more than I like driving.
Really?
Yeah, man, I love it.
I mean, if it fits you, do what you like to do.
Yeah, you're right.
People call me crazy, but so I'm into breeding ball pythons, snakes.
What?
So some people think it's crazy.
Yeah.
But there's a huge market
For it.
for breeding ball pythons. They're awesome pets.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like snakes. They're
Yeah,
terrified.
I can't. I'm
You know what I
terrified.
mean?
I'm terrified.
I've got 30 of them. So
Damn.
yeah, I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and there's guys that I know in the industry of breeding and selling ball pythons, and they're in the hundreds of
Whoa.
millions. Yeah.
Wow.
How much they produce, how much they make. I mean, it's like their whole job now.
So it's like a
Yeah,
retirement.
it's beyond retirement. But a lot of these guys started in the 90s and stuff like that. And there's thousands of genetics,
Dang.
colors. Yeah, it's insane. And I got into it a couple years ago, and now I'm hooked. So
Okay.
yeah, it's awesome. But anyway,
All right.
everybody has their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That and I used to race motorcycles. So,
Okay. Nice.
but
Nice.
that got real expensive. Racing motorcycles.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna
So
finish.
basically what I'm doing now, I'm just sliding it forward
Okay.
so that when I make turns, that doesn't hit the
Hit the top rail.
tractor. Yeah.
Got you.
Just making sure I got enough space, enough clearance.
Got you.
And then when I get to where I'm going, everything will be reversed.
I
Pop
appreciate
the
it.
straps, line the decks up so they all meet, drive
Uh-huh.
across, come off the truck, go about my day.
All right. Where you headed to with these?
So these are going to South Carolina.
Got you.
So
Got
it's a
you.
split load between here and South Carolina.
Got you.
Yeah, but anyway, I would say I did this 2 different times. Car haul. This is my second time. So the first time I did it for a while, and when COVID hit, it just got rough,
Yeah.
and a lot of dealerships were closed. A lot of companies didn't want to shut down. As far as car hauling companies, they just wanted to keep running, but it was just hard to make money.
Yeah.
So I did the unemployment thing. I sat home and collected unemployment because it just wasn't enough work
Right.
to keep running.
Right.
And coming out of COVID, I decided I just wanted to be home.
Nice.
I
Yes.
miss the family, and running the road is cool, but you miss a lot of birthdays.
You do.
You miss graduations. You miss
That you do.
anniversaries, You miss. It's rough, man. Dealing, and you have to have a woman or a man at home, whatever you prefer, that's understanding. You know what I mean? That knows
Right.
this is what I'm doing to bring bread home. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
anyway,
Yes, sir.
I decided, I'm gonna go local. So I jumped onto a construction company back where I live at, and I got some good experience. I did oversight, so I would haul like excavators,
Uh-huh.
cranes, steamboats, stuff like that. Back and forth, different job sites every day. And it wasn't bad. The money wasn't the greatest, but at the end of the day, I was home.
Got you.
3, 4 o'clock, I'm at the house every day. So, but then it got to the point where it's just like advancement in certain companies, you end up topping out at a certain pay. So
Yeah.
I bit the bullet and I came back out. So I ain't turned back since. So
Nice.
end up back in car hauling. It's like once you start doing it for a while, you end up really liking it. I'm a big car guy, so for me, it works perfect.
It works perfect.
I get to drive cars that
I know that's
people
right.
don't ever get a chance to drive.
Right.
I've delivered cars that were $10,000. I have delivered cars that were $260,000.
Woo.
So it's challenging, but it's sometimes it can be rewarding, I guess. But,
Alright.
no matter what, it's still stressful as shit.
I know. It's trucking.
It's trucking, man.
But-
DOT ain't no joke nowadays.
Right.
CSA,
Right.
the whole electronic logs, and when you got to take a break, and
Yeah.
I think if they could change a lot of that, trucking wouldn't be so bad. And then, it's just my opinion. I feel like lately it's been a lot more people that have jumped into trucking. You know, ever since like automatic trucks came out. Nothing against automatic trucks, but since they've come out, it's like
I'm a stick guy.
everybody. Yeah, I started with stick, but
I'm a stick guy.
everything I've driven so far is full of stick, except for like one company where they had automatic. So
Yeah.
it wasn't bad, but I'm not automatic. But anyway, yeah, it seems like it's been a lot more people that have gotten into the trucking industry.
It is. It's been a big boom.
I don't know if they just thought I'm gonna make a quick buck, you know,
So
whatever, but
Some of them have. I have some people that come to the school.
just the truck
And-
stops, man, they're packed at night.
Yeah,
It
they're
used
packed.
to not be that way.
No,
Now
no.
you're
For-
struggling to find a parking spot
for the
after
peop-
7 o'clock.
Yeah. I was gonna tell you, for the people at home, what time, in your opinion, do you think truck stops usually get full? I tell my students 2 o'clock. 1
No.
o'clock, you need to be looking to shut down.
Not that early. I would say around 4-ish.
About 4.
Between 4 and 5, it starts filling up quick.
Okay.
It used to be like 7 years ago. You go to truck stop at 6 o'clock at night, you find a spot. You could.
Not now.
I think ever since COVID, honestly, things have just been different. Truck stops have been more packed. There's more people getting into it. Companies are growing. So yeah, I would say if you ain't at a truck stop between 4 and 5, that's just what I've seen
Yeah.
since I've been on the road lately.
Yeah.
Then you know, after 5 o'clock, it's gonna be hard. Unless you're at a Petros.
Yeah.
Petros are normally really big.
Right.
Petro or like a really big Flying J, you find a spot. You might have to park 6 miles away in the back
Right.
from
Right.
the store, but
Right.
you'll have a spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me, I don't mind walking. Plus, with car hauling, I try to stay away from parking near other trucks. There's a lot of horror stories I've heard of people, guys, you know how they have the spots where you can park here and the truck parks behind you?
Yeah.
There's so many stories of guys, there's other guys come in and park and they bump into the cars behind them. And then they'll pull out and leave.
Woo.
And they know they did it,
Woo.
but they won't say nothing. And then you get up in the morning,
Woo.
walk around, do your pre-trip.
You be
and
like,
two of your
what
cars in the back
is
are
that?
smashed.
Yeah.
Or I've heard guys that park too close next to you.
Uh-huh.
They go to leave out,
Uh-huh.
and when they turn, their trailer turns and
Rip your
takes
whole
out the
mirror
side
and
of
all
the
that.
number- The car over your head. So
Oh my God.
I try to double park along the curb. I try to park away from other trucks.
I got you.
That's just a car hauling thing.
I got you.
So the last thing you want is to wake up and one of your cars are
Right. When it
messed up,
comes,
and
man.
that's on you. And
Right.
some companies charge you for it. Some companies take it as a bonus. It
Right.
all depends on the car.
Well, I want to appreciate you, man.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
No doubt.
Thank you for, let me pull up on you and video you doing this, man. Thank you very, very much.
Rico, by the way.
Avante.
Avante?
Yep.
All right.